I grew up in the 10-year war, and I learned to dislike Michigan at a very young age. The pageantry and rivalries are unique in college football. Do we make a big deal out of this game? Absolutely. Do we make a huge deal, like over the top, about rivalry games? Yes, we do. We kind of go over the top here, and we always have.
You realize you did say Michigan.
Did I really? Wow. I apologize.
The media crush, it's a little bit bigger this week, especially because we're playing a team up north this weekend. And it's the greatest rivalry of all time, so you know it's going to be a lot more people in trying to figure out what's going on.
There's a lot of guys out there trying to, bait me into saying some pretty controversial stuff.
Jack, would you say this is a rivalry built on hatred or respect?
No comment. That was too hard for me.
The whole thing with them calling you Ohio and not Ohio State, though, do you take that as a sign of disrespect?
No comment on that one either. Our SID's got me trained well, so there's been some tough ones, but I've handled them all right.
Was there a moment where you realized how much bigger this was maybe than you thought?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was driving to work on a Monday morning as a 21-year-old graduate assistant, and I look up on those twin towers by the stadium, and it says Muck Fishigan and sheets hanging out. And I said, that is really cool right there. And then they switched the M and the F, and someone made them take it down. So that was in 1986.
There's a lot of external stuff going on this week, a lot of great traditions, but a lot of stuff that we have to block out as football players and make sure we uphold the greatest tradition of them all, and that is winning this football game.
Every single game I've played in Michigan, I put my whole heart into it. Every time. Whether the fans love me or hate me, I know I'm that guy that people love to hate, especially in the Big Ten. I got Twitter. I got a feed. I know what goes on. It's all good, though. I definitely love to hear more bad than good about me. My first 3 years of high school, I played as a nose tackle, and I was just god-awful. You can go on YouTube and type in my name, and there's my little highlight videos, which are just, you wouldn't even, it was ridiculous, like Pop Warner. It was ridiculous. This kid goes on my YouTube deal and puts a little comment that says, Taylor Lewan sucks, he doesn't work hard, all these things, and to this day I still remember that kind of stuff. If you're doing something right, then there's gonna be haters. It does motivate me. I just want to prove everybody wrong.
The Nittany Lions win it in overtime and knock Michigan from the ranks of the unbeaten.
I hate to lose. I've learned that I hate to lose more than I love to win. Losing to state the way we lost to state.
Touchdown, MSU! That'll put the exclamation point on this football game. The beatdown punctuated.
It's been tough, but overall, I would never regret this. I've enjoyed being with this team, being around the guys, being a captain for the first time. You can't take away stuff like this.
He's learned a lot about himself, that you're going to have adversity and you got to move forward. Learn from the past, but keep yourself moving in the right direction. That's what this whole process is about, is the life lessons through the greatest team sport there is.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people think about me as long as I'm doing the right thing day in and day out for this team and for my life. Whether I'm playing football or working a desk job, I can look back and look at Michigan and say, hopefully I left a legacy there that people will be proud of.
We won 23 consecutive games, and it really means a lot right now because we hold the record for Ohio State's longest winning streak in football history.
Chasing perfection for us is, it's all there is right now, and to go out there every week and win every game is a hard deal. We know about the history of the rivalry, especially in the 90s with those good teams that got spoiled by that team up north.
George, touchdown Ohio State.
My senior year in '95, ranked number 2 in the country. Number 2 in the country. And that year, Michigan, they were mediocre at best.
Touchdown Michigan.
But when you're chasing for perfection at the end of the year, the end game is the toughest part. To close it out, it's so hard, so much pressure on you. Broke our hearts, man. Crushed me. We thought we had the better team. We were undefeated. And that's what makes the rivalry so special, that you can just take all the things that you've accomplished up until that point, throw it off the table. When you lose to the boys in blue, that's forever. Until this day, I'll see Charles Woodson, Amani Toomer, and they'll always remind me of '95 when they ruined our perfect season. They relish more in that than actually winning a national championship for themselves. It's ruining our season. This is a horrible setup for Ohio State because they can buy into that perception that Michigan is bad. And the table is set for that to happen in a game of this magnitude. Michigan will rise up and play that game like no other.
Coming down that tunnel, hitting the banner, but once the ball's kicked off, that emotion goes away. It goes into the business mode of playing my best football.
All our senior days are either right before Ohio or on Ohio. If you don't get excited for a game like this, then you must not love the sport.
And Ohio State, 12-0 champions of the Leaders Division in the Big Ten and defeat Michigan.
We should have won that game. Going off the field, fans storming the field, I'm just trying to get off. I remember being heartbroken. I don't want to take it for granted, but my focus isn't senior day. My focus isn't to think about, I'm touching the banner for the last time. Oh, I'm doing my first play against Ohio for the last time. Going through my fundamentals, going through my techniques, those are the things I'm going to be focused on. And when it's all over, I can sit back, then I can start thinking about how much I've enjoyed playing here at Michigan. I know my mom is an emotional wreck. If I even stumble or let's say I'm limping, she's in tears right away. I got to deal with her after the game all the time. And ever since I got this cut on my head, she cries at me after every game, worrying that I'm dying or something like that. It's just a cut, and it needs to get fixed. But no, I love my mom. She's great. She's all about feelings and all that stuff. And I don't like to dive into feelings too hard. She's kind of always like, well, how does this make you feel? I was like, it doesn't matter. Let's just go do whatever we have to do. I'm focused on Ohio. Senior day wouldn't be complete without a win.
Michigan's at the door.
Today from Ann Arbor and the Big House, it is Michigan against Ohio State for the 110th time in the greatest rivalry in college football. The Buckeyes are huge favorites, and yet with the history of this rivalry, you got a feeling Michigan's got them right where they want them. Quick screen to Gallen with blockers, including the one out front. He breaks into the clear. 35-40, 50, 45-40. Chase from behind at the 30, 25, 20. He's at the 5 and knocked out of bounds by Bradley Roby, who saved a touchdown.
Taylor Lewan, Michigan's All-American, gets the big kick-out block on the corner.
So now first down and goal, and this is where Ohio State's really been tough. And it's an option play. Devon's going to keep it around the left end and into the end zone. And again, Taylor-Lewan with a key block as the Wolverines strike first against the heavily favored Buckeyes.
Let's see if this fires up this Buckeye football team.
Ohio State at their own 48. Michigan owns a 7-0 lead. On third down, Miller with a snap, drops it, is 39 to throw. Sends that one long down the left side. He's got a receiver wide open, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Let me tell you, that was a fantastic catch.
Ohio State's offense will have the ball again. Miller takes off running up the middle. Now on a right angle to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Braxton Miller.
And the highlights just keep on coming. Throws end zone, caught, touchdown, Jeremy Gallon.
Man, that was a beauty.
They're just exchanging heavyweight punches.
It's a 21-14 Michigan lead. Wilson will catch in the end zone and bring it out. And he's thrown down around the 16-yard line.
Well, they look like they went right around his face mask.
And we got a big fight breaking out down on the field, Jim. Penalty flags have been thrown as there's a big fight going on after that play came to an end, and there's a lot of swinging and punching.
Looks like
Dontre Wilson's in there with his helmet off. Well, as physical as the Ohio State-Michigan game is, you don't usually see this happen.
Been some kind of show here by these two.
Expect anything less. I mean, Michigan,
Now,
Ohio State.
It's the game, right?
It's the game, man.
Ryan Shazier, the star linebacker, all over the field today. These are not the meek and timid souls playing here. These are kids who came to these schools to play one another in the game. The greatest rivalry, hands down, in the history of college football. Gardner's going to run quarterback draw right up the middle. He hit the ground, the ball comes loose, and Ohio State has recovered. So the Buckeyes defense comes up big.
But it seems that Ohio State's defense may have figured some things out here, guys. Michigan's last 4 possessions have been 3 punts and a fumble. Of course, Devin Gardner putting the ball on the ground certainly doesn't hurt your cause defensively if you're Ohio State.
See, they take advantage of the break.
Junior quarterback Braxton Miller in the shotgun, gets the snap, hands it to Hyde.
Busts out to the left into the open field. He's got speed, 20, 15, 10. He's tripped up out of bounds by Thomas Gordon, who saved a touchdown.
That's where this guy is dangerous, man. He gets through your line of scrimmage, and once he gets ahead of steam up, look out.
Miller keeps the ball, runs it himself. Miller, left corner of the end zone for 6. Braxton Miller. Braxton Miller gets the snap, fakes a handoff to Hyde, throws middle of the field. Hireman, he got it for a touchdown. Jeff Hireman. And a game that was tied at 21 at the half now sees Ohio State own a 35-21 lead.
So here we go, Michigan football. Trailing now by 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and 7 on the Buckeye 11th. Here comes the blitz. Gardner running out of there, scrambling left. Now has a man wide open. Gilio, left corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Michigan is pulled back to within a touchdown.
They need the defense to step up, make a stop right here, and they might explode.
Down by 7, 35-28. Here comes Jake Ryan on a blitz. The handoff goes to Carlos Hyde. And look at Hyde carrying a pile. The ball pops out at the 41-yard line. It looks like the Wolverines have it. Gardner, boot bootleg to the right. Wants the throwback left. Now finally does in the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown by the freshman, Jake Butt. We've got a brand new ball game. 35-35.
It does not get any better than this.
Snap to Braxton Miller. Miller gives it to Brown, left side to the 25. Corey Brown to the 20-yard line. First down snap, Braxton Miller. Runs into Hyde, but gets it to Hyde, who sticks it into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, this has been a classic Ohio State-Michigan football game.
So 2:20 left, and the Buckeyes lead by 7. Michigan's got a long way to go for the game-winning touchdown. I guess game-winning, I'm thinking ahead in my mind that if they score Brando, there's almost no doubt they're going to go for 2. I would. Gardner to throw, firing, fastball to Funchess, got it, takes a hit, stays on his feet. Wow! Shazier gave Funchess his best shot, and Devin said, no, that's not enough. All you got? Devin Gardner is playing the way that Michigan fans envisioned him playing all year long here in the biggest game of the year. 46 seconds to go. Michigan down a touchdown. Gardner rolling right. Throwback screen. Boy, this got a chance to go. Here goes Toussaint. Cuts inside. 15, 10, 5. He's written down at the 2-yard line.
Wolverines in business.
First and goal at the 2. 35 seconds left. Need a touchdown. Gardner. He pumps. He throws. End zone. Bunches. Touchdown. It's 42-41 Ohio State. And Brady Hoke is signaling 2. They're going to go for the win.
And here comes the ball game.
Urban Meyer's 23-game winning streak is on the line. The Wolverines are trying to ruin an unbeaten season for the Buckeyes. He's got the snap. 5-man rush. He fires. And it's intercepted at the goal line by Ohio State's Tyvis Powell. And the Buckeyes are going to win it.
This team knew what we were going to do today, and we knew we were going to fight. I mean, obviously it's disappointing that we lost, but I can honestly say in confidence that I would never take it back. Coming back, I would never. I love every single one of these guys.